So, oh, this is my wife. This one I got to take.
Oh, yeah, you're like me.
Yes, sweetheart. Hello. Well, I'll go check it. They're just starting to write in. What level is it at?
standing off the side of them, they would still try to blow me over.
Oh my God.
I helped them tear that tank apart and restore it.
No. Oh, man. That's all.
That's what they were right on. They never got a chance yet.
I said you help them.
They flew me when I went in the military. They sent me to Adak, Alaska, and that's a C-47, which is a cargo plane from World War II.
Yeah, Tom was telling us that.
Identical plane to that had passenger windows and passenger seats that were called DC-3. Well, Resolution Airlines flew me from Anchorage to Adak, Alaska. I don't know what else they called them a Mooney Day, DC-3. And they flew me out there on old DC-3. And I'll tell you what, that's one, that right there, that and the DC-3, its twin sister, is one of the best aircraft ever built. One of the best. They still use these airplanes in Europe, and they use a lot of them in South America for hauling different items. They should do a lot of shipping. But these airplanes are still flying down south. They use them every day. Now, back then they were built to last. These new jet airliners they got now, they're probably lucky if we get 10 years out of it. Probably gonna go down that way and then get on the runway and you take them off this direction because the wind's coming this way.
Yeah.
Which helps lift the airplane. They like the old dragsters. They crawl along. we used to fly. Stuff we drove right in it, but it had 4-foot wing on each side. We'd better be airborne. Those old radio engines are weird. Did you know about the aircraft that went off the runway down here years ago?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I was thinking about your time I come up past
The
it.
B-17. My wife and I were up there when that happened, and when they got done rebuilding that, I worked for a commercial appliance repair company back then, and I was outside the fence here when they were starting those engines up there. So we did all the repairs.
Okay.
And they get up in the air intakes, they stuff rags in for the choke. They stuff rags in there so you get the fuel rich, and then they hand crank the propellers 9 times by hand.
Oh my God.
Turn them over 9 times. Then you pull the rags out, then they hit the electric starters, and then it, just like this one, when it started up, it started popping smoke and everything, running rough.
Yeah.
And I heard that thing starting up, and I'm like, my God, that radio engine is rattling and shaking. Sounds like it's going to fall apart. I would get my butt on there, the airplane, if it paid me $1 billion. Then all of a sudden it warmed up and it smoothed out. It just runs.
Yeah.
It was unbelievable.
And it's really not that loud either for him. Being that old,
Yeah.
3 years old, I was like, wow.
That airplane was built back in the late 1930s or early 40s.
Really?
Yeah, because World War II ended in 44.
Okay, that's from World War II. When we were up there a while ago, they had the thing up on it. You know, but I didn't see it. We come up yesterday, and they had it outside at the washing and everything.
Yeah, they didn't tell me what date it was made. I just got sore fingers from Scotch-Brite pads. Rubbing corrosion out. So I enjoyed it. It was nice working on something that old. I used to fly a Piper Cherokee out of here. I never had a driver's license. I couldn't afford it. I mean, a pilot's license. I could never afford it. But I took flying lessons and that. And one guy, Chuck, used to work for U.S. Steel hangar at Great Airport. And he and his partners had a Piper Cherokee. And I used to come over. Amazing, something that old is still flying.